50 Cent never misses an opportunity to take a shot at his rivals, and this time, Rick Ross found himself in the crosshairs. The G-Unit mogul took to social media to clown Rosalie after it was revealed that Bow Wow would be an opening act on his upcoming tour. And in true 50 Cent fashion, he didn't hold back. 50 posted the tour flyer with a caption dripping in sarcasm, laughing at the idea of Bow Wow being the warm-up act for a rapper who once called himself the biggest boss in the game. The post instantly went viral, with fans jumping in to fuel the flames. Some laughed along with 50, while others defended Ross, but the damage was already done. Once 50 gets his hands on something, the internet runs with it. The rivalry between 50 Cent and Rick Ross is nothing new. It dates back more than a decade, filled with diss tracks, personal jabs, and even legal battles. But every time people think it's over, 50 finds a way to bring it back to life. This time, all it took was a simple flyer and the inclusion of Bow Wow's name to get the feud back in motion. 50's post was laced with mockery, implying that Ross has fallen off to the point where he needs Bow Wow to help sell tickets. For years, Ross positioned himself as one of the top-tier rappers in the industry, but in 50's eyes, this was proof that things have changed. And let's be real, 50 has a way of making anything sound worse than it actually is. Fans were quick to react. Some pointed out that Bow Wow still has a dedicated fan base, especially among those who grew up during his prime. Others, however, saw it as a sign that Ross wasn't as dominant as he once was. 50's ability to stir the pot had people questioning whether Rosalie's star power was fading. What made this jab even more brutal was the history behind it. 50 Cent and Bow Wow have had their moments of tension in the past. While Bow Wow once aligned himself with G-Unit, things eventually soured between them. 50 calling attention to Bow Wow's involvement in Ross's tour wasn't just about Ross. It was a subtle way to clown Bow Wow too. Ross, known for his cool demeanor, didn't immediately respond. But silence in hip-hop can be just as loud as words. Would he brush it off, or would he clap back? That was the question everyone was asking. Given his past battles with 50, a response wouldn't be out of character. But Ross has also evolved over the years, focusing more on business moves and his brand than petty rap beefs. Still, 50 knows how to hit where it hurts. The timing of his post was strategic, making sure it gained maximum traction. He understands social media better than most and knows exactly what to say to get people talking. It wasn't just about making fun of Ross. It was about controlling the narrative. This is what makes 50 Cent one of the most dangerous trolls in hip-hop. He doesn't just throw random shots. He calculates them. He knows his audience, and he knows what will get people engaged. This was another example of him using his influence to shape how people view his rivals. For Ross, this wasn't just about Bow Wow. It was about perception. In the music industry, perception is everything. Once people start believing that an artist is losing their status, it can be hard to reverse that image. 50 understands this better than anyone. That's why his attacks hit differently. They aren't just jokes. They create narratives that stick. As the post continued to circulate, debates sparked across social media. Was this really a sign that Ross had fallen off? Or was 50 just doing what he does best, trolling for entertainment? Some fans pointed out that Ross still moves units, has major business ventures, and remains one of the most respected voices in hip-hop. Others argued that the fact Bow Wow was even mentioned in the same breath as Ross showed a decline. The music industry is ruthless. One minute you're on top, the next minute you're being clowned by 50 Cent on Instagram. Ross has built a career on being unbothered by the noise, but this situation put him in an awkward spot. If he ignored it, some would take it as an admission that 50 was right. If he responded, he'd be giving 50 exactly what he wanted, more entertainment for the fans. Meanwhile, Bow Wow became an unintended target in all of this. While he has a solid fan base, his name often gets used as a punchline in hip-hop discussions. 50's post reignited old jokes about Bow Wow's relevance in the modern rap scene. It was a reminder that no matter how much he tries to distance himself from his past, the internet never forgets. At the end of the day, this was another masterclass in trolling from 50 Cent. He didn't drop a diss track. He didn't go on a rant. All he did was post a flyer and let the internet do the rest. That's the power he holds. With just a few words, He can shift conversations, stir up debates, and keep his name, and his enemies' names, circulating. Whether Ross will respond remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, 50 Cent is always watching, always waiting, and always ready to turn the smallest moment into a viral spectacle.